My name is Allie. I'm a personal jeweler and I work primarily with engagement rings. And I wanted to come on here and make a quick video for those of you who are just starting the engagement ring process. These are some tips and tricks that I give my clients when they first reach out to me and they don't know anything about the process. And most of my clients are not local to me. I do a lot of digital consult. So wherever you are, no matter who you're working with, you can do these things and it will help your engagement ring experience. Number one, which you already have probably done, is compile inspiration. I think Pinterest is probably the best place for that. Any social media, if you're not a huge social media person, my Pinterest is linked on all of my social media in my bio, so you can check that out. And I have hundreds of pins for different engagement rings and different styles. So there's lots of inspiration on there that you can check out and reference. Okay, number two is probably the most important part, but it's to establish a budget with your partner. You want to know how much you can spend, and that's really helpful for whoever you're working with. I love when people come in with a budget and let me work from that, because it can really determine what you can do with your engagement ring. And if you establish a budget, I think it's easier. You don't have to worry too much about the 4 C's. Your jeweler will just work within the budget and give you, hopefully, the best deal for color, clarity, and carat size, depending on that budget, and the mounting. I do custom engagement rings, so the mounting is made custom for you. That's always a factor in the price. And then, of course, the center stone. So again, just having the budget sets the tone for everything and makes it all very easy. Number 3 is to window shop. I think it's always very important to try things on before you commit. I always suggest, which is funny because I normally deter from these brands, but the bigger shops like Brilliant Earth, if there's one near you, they have a great selection. Any local jewelry store that does engagement rings should have options. And even just trying estate pieces on, just so you can see what the stone looks like on your hand. Because sometimes you could go in thinking you want an oval, but you actually like an emerald cut better. It's just good to see it on, because you never know. And with that being said, if you are someone who has shorter fingers, you will probably want a more elongated stone to, lengthen your hand. And if you have longer fingers, you might want something that's not as elongated, because you don't need the extra length. It's just important. And again, if you think you want a colored stone, it's always good to see what that will look like on your skin tone, especially white gold versus yellow gold. Something that I think not many people know, but we don't use silver with engagement rings typically for fine jewelry. It's always white gold or platinum. Platinum and white gold are both great options. Platinum is a little bit more soft than white gold. I would suggest, if you have the budget for platinum, go with platinum, just because you don't have to worry about the color fading, because with 18 karat or 14 karat gold, white gold, over time it will actually start to not darken, but it won't look as crisp. So you have to take it in and get it rhodium plated, meaning it just is a layer of rhodium that will brighten up the white gold, because gold has alloys and those can change the color of your metal sometimes. So, but they're both great options and you can't really go wrong. The only thing that is a downside to gold versus platinum is that gold you have to upkeep every couple years. It's not a big deal. So white gold or platinum versus yellow. Another piece of advice, if you're going with a diamond and you want a yellow gold band, then I would recommend doing at least white gold prongs, because that can help brighten the diamond and it won't cast any yellow color onto the diamond. So if you get something with a really high color grade, which would be a DE or F color, you'll want something to enhance that. If you have something warmer, which is probably H and below, then you might want to consider yellow gold prongs, because then it will kind of mask the warmth of the diamond, if that makes sense. So again, you can't go wrong with either, and it is all personal preference at the end of the day, but those are just some things to keep in mind. I hope that was helpful. It was kind of a short video, but I just think those are important things to know going into the engagement ring process. If you want to work with me, I am taking clients, and I would say I have good prices for custom work. So I have a whole pricing playlist on my TikTok, actually, if you want to see prices of different stones or different engagement rings. Other than that, my socials will be linked in, or not linked, I can't link yet because I don't have enough followers, but my handles will be at the end of this video. And my Pinterest is the Row Review if you want to look at that for inspiration. Lots of pictures on there, just of everyone, not just my work. So check it out. If you have other questions about shopping for an engagement ring, comment them below. I'm taking engagement ring clients or just fine jewelry, custom jewelry clients right now, so that will be linked below, or you can copy and paste it, it will be linked, but that is linked on all of my social media, and it's on my website under the custom form files. So you can reach out. Customs take about 6 to 8 weeks, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what other videos I should make on engagement rings.